What's your response?
Well, I'm glad to see that the Brady Center's worried, because that generally means that we're doing something in the right direction. But my response, Chanel, is actually what you tapped into. There are people across the country that feel this. They want back their Second Amendment rights. They want to hunt, but not even they want to hunt. They want to protect themselves. I had someone get in touch with us, said he feels threatened based on where he works, and he wanted his protection. So it's wonderful, because the Second Amendment is fundamental. You know, you mentioned Todd Blanche. Todd Blanche was the Deputy Attorney General, my immediate boss, for the past year plus, and he was the one that was driving us. It took us a long time to get through all the regs and all the rules to get this thing set up. But it's great. I mean, look, it's an application process. So people come and say, just like your example, and say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I'm about. Why wouldn't we be saying, as to a fundamental right, the Second Amendment, it's not a second-class right. It's the Second Amendment, and it's fundamental. So it's going to be really great. I quibble with the pros that tell me how many people are going to come. There's 30 million people in this country that have a disability on their Second Amendment rights, meaning a conviction or other charge. Some portion of them, could be 25 million, are violent. They're not going to get it back, because our process is going to weed that out. But 3, 4, 5 million people, I just tell people, when it comes to the Second Amendment, people are going to come. So we're working hard to get ready for what I think will be a flood of Americans who deserve the right, deserve the opportunity to request back this right.
So it's a process, though. You have to apply. You have to make the case.
That's right. It's a process. So we'll intake applications. You make the case. There'll be a modest fee just to cover basically how we do it. That's in the law, by the way. And then we'll look at it. And there will be categories, right? If you did a violent crime, if you have a felony with a violent crime, you're not going to get that back. But to be candid, you'll be able to make the argument. Because there are people that come in, and they've already happened. They said, I was convicted of a drug conspiracy. I was the driver. The third guy down the line had a gun, and I'm now forbidden because that's considered a violent crime. Well, we're going to make we're going to make a judgment about this. And the great thing about the Trump administration is we're going to err on the side of the fundamental right of having your Second Amendment rights back. And Todd Blanche has said that. President Trump has said it. So it's really an exciting thing. Now, one quick thing. The process will start now. It'll take a little while for us to get it up and running. First couple months, it'll be thousands. By the middle of the fall, and certainly the first of the year, we'll have hundreds and hundreds of thousands. And we've planned ahead. Todd Blanche, as DAG, approved a budget increase so we could hire staff. So
that was my next question.
We're not going to be here and like, oh, what do we do? We have added staff to be ready to process the applications. One of the few places in government, as Doge was cutting, we were saying we need to hire for this.
Well, no objections as long as you're hiring the right people.
That's right.
The background of Todd Blanche in this case is kind of pertinent. You know, he's a defense attorney, right? He's used to what is going on in the criminal defense system, and plenty of criticisms about it today, right? On the one hand, you have all these nonviolent offenders who are clogging the system. And then you have people we really want in jail. And there's not a very clean system of keeping our jails open for the most violent offenders. So he seems to understand that problem keenly, which seems like this is why this was such an interesting topic for him.
Well, first of all, he wanted this to be a week one priority, a week one signing when he got confirmed, if he got confirmed. They made that clear. He made it clear, which is cool enough, right? It's sending a message. Also, you tell a lot, you know, Chanel, you and I know each other for a long time. You can tell a lot about people from who they are, what their history is. He's got a history in his own family of revering the Second Amendment, of being a supporter of the Second Amendment. So from the very beginning, he's been saying, get this done. And, you know, if you've worked in the government like he did, I often tell people, Todd started as a staff guy in DOJ, worked his way up to be a paralegal, then a prosecutor, then a DAG, then I mean, this is like the American dream. But more importantly, you see along the way, you're not a kind of a blue blood who drops in and says, look at me running DOJ. So what he keeps saying is run the system well, because we're going to get hundreds of thousands, millions of people. You got to run the system well. People want back their right. But it's been a great partnership. He's done a great job on that. And now the rubber hits the road. We got to do the work.
How many applicants do you know? How many applicants have
filed yet? The professional staff tells me 350,000 in year one. I think that's crazy. It's too low. I mean, again, let's say that there's 3 million who are eligible with really good qualifications, nonviolent, a good story, time gone by. I think we're going to have 1 million or 2 million, and we're going to have emergency appropriations to hire. It's going to be great.
You know what I was stunned to learn when I was preparing for this story? I learned today that our government does not, well, the federal government does not delineate between violent and nonviolent felony offenses. We don't we don't count those? We don't keep them separate?
For the purposes of like a survey.
Of understanding?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well,
why?
I think I'm not sure why. I think it's historical. But for this process, we can look at what the underlying crime is.
Do you want to see more truthful reporting like this? Watch 16 hours of live news coverage and 4 primetime talk shows every day on One America News. Find us on YouTube TV, Spectrum, Dish, or the OAN Live app. When you want the news delivered straight with no noise or spin, choose One America News.